All right, what's going on, guys? Back with another Dokkan battle video, and today we're taking on the Yamcha Eza. So we are currently at stage 27, right? Working our way through to stage 30. The effective category for this is the Saiyan Saga, right? So we're just running through a bunch of Saiyan Saga units. Not a particularly great category, but you know, we're going through. It may take us a little bit of time here to kind of get through some of the, you know, damage reduction that these characters, you know, the enemies get the further and further you get into the EZAs. But I mean, we're here for a good time, right? So Yamcha, his EZA, on paper, very good. Again, I do like what I'm seeing from him as of, like, you know, what is written in his kit. He's definitely built around dodge. I think my biggest worry for him is in the meta nowadays, there is so much dodge canceling that I don't know how he's going to perform in some of those stages. So, you know, I mean, we'll get his EZA done. We're going to get him awakened. We'll run him through, you know, our typical showcase stage and see kind of how he performs on, probably on Tao's team. And then from there, maybe off screen, maybe in another video, if you guys really want it, we can test him through one of those stages where, like, you can't dodge, and see if he's got enough in his kit to protect him in those stages as well. Yeah, just because, I mean, I think he's going to be very good. I think either way, you run him where he's meant to be run, you get him doing what he's meant to be doing, and he is obviously going to look very good, especially on a team full of Earthbred fighters, right? Because that's kind of what he wants. That's obviously like his lead, right? I think he's the one that introduced Earthbred fighters, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, getting him in there with that team is where I think he'll shine. So I think that's kind of why I want to throw him on Tao's team, because Tao leads Earthbred fighters and Earthlings, right? That extra going to Earthlings. So getting him in with Tao, getting him in with the new LRTN as well, I think they'd be able to perform pretty well, or he'd be able to perform pretty well. You know, I think he's going to add a lot to that team. So I really do hope that he is as good as I'm imagining him to be, because I actually really do like this unit. You know, when he first dropped, I thought it was great. Like, it was a great representation for Yamcha. You know, early on Saiyan Saga. You know, unfortunately, not a very long showing for him in the series, but his character, very good. You know, he was dodging and weaving all over the place, but then eventually, with the way the meta just went, I mean, he's dodge or die, and unfortunately, I think that's gonna be the way it still is. I hope that's not the case, but I mean, I guess we'll see once we get him. You know, once we get his EZA done and we start running him through, because I am very interested to see if he can survive in a lot of the new events nowadays. Even the ones where you can't dodge, like, you know, the Goku Blue fight, or the Jiren. I think the Jiren cancels dodge too, right? So I mean, some of those bigger, badder, tougher fights, I do want to see how well he can perform, and if he can kind of hang with, you know, the newer style of everything we have going on in Dokkan, because that's going to be the biggest factor for a lot of these, like, EZAs. Like, are they good enough to hang with the content that's now? Like, yes, could they still be good? Does it revitalize a character? Yeah, I mean, that's great. And like I mentioned in a previous video, like, around this time where Yamcha was out was where I started getting like actually really serious about this game. So to get to that point where those characters are starting to easy A is nostalgic and I love it. Like, it makes me so happy to see like all these characters that were around the time that I started getting really serious about this game start to get new life put into them, right?
All right, let's do this.
So we are basically just letting this run on auto for the last few stages, just because I'm not really worried about anything. I'm not worried about dying, right? We've got the category buff that we need here. You know, they may not be doing maximal damage, but I tried to build the team out with as much physical characters as I could from Saiyan Saga, while still trying to use some of the, I guess, better Saiyan Saga leads that would encompass more of everybody. You know, could run Raditz as a lead because he's physical, but with his secondary of Space Traveling Warriors, it's not really going to fit most of their Saiyan Saga unless you're throwing in a bunch of like Vegeta, Nappa, but they're not, you don't have a bunch of physical for them. So, you know, getting the Z Fighters in here works out better, even though like the leader I'm using right now is STR, and then the friend is the Yamcha, right? They're not going to be doing a bunch of damage, but I mean, again, not really worried about dying in here. EZAs over the years have, I don't want to say they've gotten easier, because, you know, newer players will still struggle with EZAs. I still remember the days of trying to get through EZAs, and it was almost impossible. But with some of the teams you can build out now, like even a lower level team like Saiyan Saga, you can still just like put this baby on auto, let it ride, and it'll just do the work for you. But yeah, I think this friend Yamcha is actually already EZA'd, so we are seeing some of the power of an EZA'd Yamcha, right? I mean, he is not doing as much damage because of damage reduction restrictions on the EZA event, but I mean, he looks good. Like, he's dodging, he's doing multiple supers, like he's critting all over the place. He's gonna be very good. He's gonna be very good, and I'm very excited to get this boy awakened. I'm very excited to get him rolling, and testing him out on a few teams and a few events and doing everything with him. Dude, I do like when they do Earthlings stuff, like the original Z Fighters. I do like when they do their units. So I mean, having the Yamcha EZA is great. I did like the fact that they did an LRTN. You know, I know it's before the Z Fighters, but you know, having TN in there, I'm really pulling for the day that they do a Krillin, just to get some more of the OG like gang in there, man. Like, a little underrepresented in my opinion. There you go. And this Goku's just doing some work here, and he is physical, so he's just blasting out damage after damage. These guys aren't really doing too much. They're just here for the leader skill. That's really it. I'm vibing with this OST though, man. So we got a few events, whatever, that we're gonna run Yamcha through. Obviously, like I said, we're gonna do his EZA showcase. We're gonna do that in a normal stage. I've been saving the Dragon Ball Saga event, the Earthlings one, for when this EZA dropped. So we'll definitely be filming that one as well, to get that video out. But yeah, I wanted to wait until his EZA was here and he was done so that I could use him in there. I mean, obviously I think it's very clearable without him, but why not wait and then be able to just use him in there and just watch him just be dominant? Like, that's what I was waiting for. Watch my boy come in there and just run shop. Alright, I don't know if this friend Yamcha will finish it off here. We may have to go to the next rotation. Yeah, because unless he starts doing a bunch of crits and supers. Oh yeah, he almost did it. That's fine. Yeah, so this is gonna be done. The EZA is gonna be complete, so we will go ahead and awaken him once we get out of here, and then just be ready to kind of jump into the next video of running him through the gauntlet of, you know, his kit and seeing what our boy can do. All right, so that's level 30 cleared. That is done. So we'll go ahead, we'll pick up all these here. So this is basically just, you know, clearing it with Saiyan Saga, cleared it under certain time limits. Pick those up, easy couple stones. And then now we will go ahead, we'll take our boy here. We'll awaken him in one big go. And then because I'm lazy, I like to just use auto for everything. I know some people are more strategic with it. I'm really not. So I have enough resources that I don't really care. So it's whatever. So we'll do that. He is up. He is awakened. He is EZA'd. And he is ready to rock and roll. So that was the final stages for the EZA event for the Yamcha. I think that's really going to do it for the video today. Like I said, we're going to jump right into doing some showcase stuff. You know, I'll run him through the regular showcase stage that I like to do, and then maybe do another stage of him in like a dodge canceling fight, you know, at another point. But for right now, I think that's going to do it for the video today, guys. So if you guys stuck around to the end of the video, I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know what you guys are thinking of the Yamcha EZA. Have you already gotten him EZA'd? Have you tried him out? What are your thoughts? I'm looking forward to trying them out. So we're gonna jump into this. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.